Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. This is a hedgehog feeding station. I've even got it covered with a wildlife trail camera down there. In this video I'm going to cover what you should feed hedgehogs in the wild. So I've checked and researched several different websites to get this information that I'm about to share with you. Now hedgehogs will feed from feeding stations, and if you put food down you might attract more than one. Now hedgehogs are very solitary animals, and if you get more than one in the same space they can be aggressive with each other, and they can also spread diseases to each other. So it's really important that you wash all your feeding bowls on a regular basis and clean out the feeding station. Now what do they eat? Well, naturally they eat beetles and slugs and snails and insects in the wild, but you can supplement the diet with cat food. Now if you're going to use meat, you should use pate, which is chicken and high in meat content, and you should avoid fish based cat food. And if you're going to use chunks, then you should feed chunks in jelly rather than chunks in gravy. If you just feed them soft food, there is a risk that their teeth may rot. So it's a good idea for tooth health to give them some kitten kibble. Again, chicken flavoured and high in meat content. Don't put out too much, put out just enough that they can eat. And if it's not eaten the next day, remove it so that it doesn't go off. Okay, now you should feed hedgehogs at dusk so that the food is not left out all day to go off. And if you're going to put food out for hedgehogs, it can attract predators, so it's a good idea to put it in a feeding station like this. And of course the feeding station should have holes big enough for a hedgehog to get in and out, but too small for a fox or a cat to get in and steal the food. There's some meat which I've mashed up. I'm now going to add some kibble. Again, not too much. You don't want them to become dependent on this. This should be a supplement, especially at this time of year as we're going into autumn, and it will help them to put on some weight for hibernation. And because that food smell can attract predators, you're not supposed to put it in the nesting box. You're supposed to put it 2 meters away at least from where they're actually nesting. And of course, make sure that the lid to the feeding station is predator proof. I've put a very heavy breeze block on top of mine, so if they're in there when a predator arrives they can wait in there until it's safe, and they can also exit and hide in that bush. So there you go. Hope you found that interesting and informative. Don't forget, no milk and no bread for hedgehogs, and always put some fresh water at the entrance to the feeding station. And if you want to see how I built this feeding station, I'll put a link to that video in the description box below this one. I'll also put a link to my wildlife camera in the description box below this video. And also, if you want to see some hedgehog footage, I'll put a link to that in the description box below this video as well. See you soon for some more hedgehog adventures. Bye for now.